everybody, John Kirk with Travel Pulse. I'm here with Kevin Froemming, who's the EVP and CMO of Playa Resorts. We're at the fantastic Hyatt Ziva in Puerto Vallarta for the 2018 it's the second annual Spotlight Awards.
Absolutely.
What an unbelievable event you've got. You got 150 agents and their partners here for the event. Congratulations, because it was a party last night. It was a 70s theme party, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Tell us a bit about the event.
So last night we had a 70s themed event, which everybody got into. It was kind of interesting because there was a lot of us dressed up in a lot of different outfits, and you know, the agents seemed to really enjoy it, and we're just really excited to have them down here. This is our second annual event, having travel agents down, and I think it's appropriate that we're celebrating that today because they were, you know, instrumental in getting our product launched. I think, you know, this year, just in the 3.5 short years that we've been a full-service management and hotel company, we've already been recognized by the travel agents as the best Mexico hotel chain in all Mexico, and we're extraordinarily grateful. Right. And it's a great opportunity for me just to thank the travel agents and thank everyone of your listeners for helping make that happen.
Well, so, congratulations on that.
We've owned a lot of resorts for over 10 years, but we did not start managing those resorts until about 4 years ago. And that was started with the Hyatt relationship overall. And when we got the brand and we got the opportunity to do the full service exclusive contract with Hyatt for their new all-inclusives, it put us in a position to do what we wanted to do. We wanted to not only own, but we wanted to manage. You know, everything, you know, when you talk to the travel agents that are down here and the ones that I've talked to, it always makes me feel really good because the first thing they talk about is the service and the staff and the team. And you can't do that as an owner, or you can't do that as a manager with a separate owner. It really takes the fact that, look, you own and operated it, and it's yours, and the people feel very empowered. And I think it's really set us apart.
Now, everybody walks around.
Yep.
Tell us the backstory on that.
So that's our service from the heart motto. And we actually, you know, when we purchased the Real Resorts, which was one of the other purchases that we did in conjunction with taking over some of the Dreams properties that we had owned but not managed. And when I saw it, and when our chairman and our CEO saw it, we saw it as a way to connect with the guests, and because we could see the enjoyment in their face, and it's not just a connection with you know, a way for them to thank the guests, but you halfway through the stay, you'll find yourself doing this back to them. Right?
I was just thinking that. I did it myself this morning.
And I think that's the true nature of service from the heart, is when they start feeling like they are at home, when the guests start feeling like this is a place that they belong and that they want to come back to. That to me is what it's all about.
Now, a year ago, almost to the day actually, you made the announcement of Panama Jack and the Panama Jack Resorts product that's coming. Give us an update on that. Where are things at?
Right. So, you know, so Panama Jack, we signed that agreement back about 8 months ago, and we contracted it initially to do 2 resorts. It's our former Grand Caribe and Grand Puerto hotels, which have gone through an extensive renovation. Just finished up now, and we're in the first launch of both Panama Jacks in Cancun and Playa del Carmen. And what Panama Jack gives us is an opportunity to sit in that 4.5 star with a strong consumer brand and a consistent product. I mean, very rarely in our business do you get a chance to sit down and actually build a brand right from the ground up. And that's what we were able to do. We sat down with Kim Manna, the CEO of Panama Jack, and we sat in a room and we said, well, what do we want to do? We want to obviously build on our service. We want to build on the relationships with the travel agents. But what we wanted to do also was create something unique. And the idea of Panama Jack is that, you know, you're not a visitor, you're a traveler. So the idea is that when you walk into our resorts, from the time that you walk in and you see this these cool planes and these things on the outside, you know, it's not just your standard lobby. It goes right into this, and you feel like you are in a different place at those as well.
So, did you have opening dates set, or
so they are open? So Panama Jack Cancun and Panama Jack Playa del Carmen are open and ready to receive guests. We've got some unbelievable prices out there right now, introductory rates to launch the products. And we are working right now on getting some additional Panama Jack properties into our portfolio. So, you know, at Playa, we're always looking for major expansion opportunities, whether it be chain hotels or whether it be individual one-off opportunities. So we see the Panama Jack brand growing into not only into Cancun and Playa del Carmen, but we also see in other parts of Mexico. Dominican Republic is a key focus for ours. As you know, we've got 2 new Ziva and Zolaras going
Yep.
up in Cap Cana, and Sanctuary, which is our other property. So we, again, the idea is we have a full service of hotels in the core destinations. And if you focus on destinations like Jamaica, like Mexico, and the Dominican Republic, and you've got a vast variety of different kinds of product offerings, it really allows you to be in the places where the customers want to be. And that's really our strategy.
That's great news. Yeah, and I must say, you've got some of the hardest working BDMs and an unbelievable sales team across North America and in Canada and the U.S. Travel agents are obviously very important to your overall distribution strategy.
Right.
How is production? How important are agents right now as part of that distribution process?
Yeah, agents are our bread and butter. I mean, I think, I've been in this business now for 25 years, and I've been with some excellent brands in the past. And, over the years, I've learned that, when other people are talking about the demise of the travel agents, I think I've always felt that was wrong. I think great agents evolve, and what we're seeing is these agents that are evolving into very specialized areas where, again, and the idea of them coming down for this award, I always ask them, I'm like, we don't want them just here for the ceremony for one day. If they'd stay for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days coming down here, we want them to experience our product because it makes them better sellers. And it does the one thing that, the online travel agencies can't do. An online travel agency may be effective and efficient in pointing out all the different products. The one thing they can't tell a customer is I was there and I saw it and this is what I experienced. And when you're spending $3,000, $4,000 for a vacation package, you want a recommendation from somebody that's seen it. And we see the travel agencies will, continuing on into the future, and our salespeople, everybody from Rose Cosentino, the head of our sales group up in Canada, and Andrea Wright, who runs our sales in North America, they've got, like you said, we've got, I feel, the best BDMs in North America. And it's because they're focused and they know the importance of the travel agent, so you're not having to explain that to them, and they know what's important to the agent. It's like, answer my questions quickly, make sure that I know how to sell this product. When I have a problem, get back to me. So we empower our agents and our BDMs to make sure that they can get those things taken, because the only asset that travel agents have in our business, in my opinion, is their customer base. And I look at it as a personal responsibility to take care of that customer base. And if we send their guests back happy, they're going to come back to the travel agents, and it's going to help everybody.
Agreed. It's a good philosophy. Our philosophy is when we put things out to the trade and it's newsworthy, we have to make sure we're trying to maintain and help an agent maintain their relevancy to their customer base, and just show them ways that they can earn more money. So a product like this, it's a win-win. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I must say, we're in the bridal suite here at the top of the resort, overlooking the ocean, and what a spectacular day and a great event. So thanks very much.
Well, if you're looking for one other place that's spectacular, you got to come down and see our brand new Sanctuary Hotel, which we just acquired a couple of months ago. It's right in Cap Cana as well. And this one sits at the 6-star level. So, we now have the brands with Hyatt Ziva and Zolara. You have the Sanctuary. You've got the Panama Jack property. So there's something for everybody in there. So we're really excited.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Take care.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you soon.